In sports news, two-time African champions Eyimba International were this evening forced to a 1-0 draw by Guinean giants Horoya in the first leg of the CAF Confederation Cup quarter-final clash in Aba. Eyimba's Augustine Oladakbo had given the home side a first-half lead with his third goal of the tournament. But substitute Boniface Haba came off the bench to score a vital equalizer with 20 minutes left for a significant away goal. Eyimba will now head to Conakry for the return leg next weekend and must score at least a goal without conceding to boost their hopes of advancing to the semi-finals. Plateau United stay top of the Nigeria Professional Football League after 22 games following a hard-fought 2-1 win against the visiting Jigawa Golden Stars at the new Jos Stadium. Lobi Stars remain in third position thanks to a 1-0 win against Kwara United. Rivers United recorded the second away win in matchday 22 with a 2-0 win against Heartland at Okigwe Township Stadium. FC Fayumba beat FFM FC by a lone goal. Rangers eased their relegation worries with a 2-0 win against Adamawa United at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. Warri Wolves recorded the biggest win of the day, thrashing Sunshine Stars 3-0 at home. Beyond our shores, Manchester City have secured their third Carabao Cup win in succession and their fourth in 5 years with victory over Aston Villa at Wembley. Manchester City looked like they would stroll to victory when Sergio Aguero's strike and Rodri's header from a corner that was hotly contested by Villa put them in complete control inside 30 minutes. Villa offered themselves a lifeline when Mbwana Samata headed in from Anwar El Ghazi's cross 4 minutes before the interval. City continued to dominate as they sought a third goal, and Villa were agonizingly close to forcing extra time. Then Bjorn Engels saw his header from a corner turned onto the woodwork superbly by keeper Claudio Bravo. Pep Guardiola made 8 changes from the team that beat Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. In the English Premier League, Raul Jimenez scored a smart winner as Wolves recovered to move above Tottenham and boost their hopes of earning a Champions League spot. Nuno Espirito Santos' side trailed twice in North London before Jimenez latched on to Diogo Jota's pass to finish with his left foot. A win sends Wolves 6th in the table and 3 points behind 4th placed Chelsea. Bruno Fernandes spared David De Gea's blushes as he rescued a point for Manchester United after the goalkeeper's howler gifted Everton the lead in an incident-packed 1-0 draw, with VAR also ruling out a late Dominic Calvert-Lewin winner. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani says he's not in support of a pledge to free Taliban prisoners, as stated in a deal reached by the US and the militants. Under the deal, which was signed on Saturday in Qatar, 5,000 Taliban would be released in exchange for up to 1,000 government detainees by March 10th. President Ghani says such a prisoner release cannot be a prerequisite for talks, but must be part of negotiations. The US-Taliban agreement includes a phased withdrawal of US troops. In return, the hardline Islamist group agreed to hold peace talks with the Afghans. U.S. Democratic presidential frontrunners have been campaigning ahead of Super Tuesday, and all caucuses decide on who they want to carry the party's ticket in the November election. This comes after former Vice President Joe Biden recorded convincing victory in the South Carolina Democratic primary. Greece says it has stopped nearly 10,000 migrants from crossing the land border from Turkey. They also confirmed that at least 500 people on 7 boats have reached the island of Lesbos, Samos and Chios, where camps for migrants are severely crowded. The Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, has called a meeting for his country's National Security Council. The migrants began moving towards Greece after the Turkish government announced it would throw open its border after accusing the EU of not keeping its part of an aid-linked deal. And the main news again. Lagos State government today gave the assurance that it is ready to combat coronavirus as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, visit isolation center in Yaba. The state governor also advised residents to take hygiene seriously. Also today, President Muhammadu Buhari spoke on the import of coronavirus to the country as he asked Nigerians not to panic, but strictly observe advisories by the Ministry of Health, the NCDC, and the WHO. And Afghan President Ashraf Ghani today denied pledging to free Taliban prisoners, as stated in a deal reached between the US and the militants. That's news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.